I kept seeing my old high school love for years. Now my husband's exposing me to everyone I care about. Posted by You Shattered Double Life. I don't even know how to start this post. My world has unraveled faster than I can even fucking process. And honestly, I feel like I deserve every bit of it. I'm using a throwaway account, obviously. I couldn't bear the thought of anyone linking this to the real me. Not that it matters now, because the real me has already been dragged out and put on full public display like a goddamn circus freak. So yeah, this is my confession. Judge me, roast me, rip me apart. I deserve all of it. For the past few months, for a while my phone wouldn't stop going off. Not with the usual dumb memes in the group chat or my coworker asking if I want to grab lunch or my sister sending TikToks at 2 a.m. No, it was buzzing, violently, constantly, with screenshots, with calls, with texts. My parents, my siblings, my best friend since high school, my coworkers, my fucking boss. All of them have now seen the pieces of my secret life that I worked so hard to keep buried, because my husband, ex-husband now I guess, decided it was finally time to expose me. A little backstory for you all, because I know people are going to want context before they light me up in the comments. Let's call my husband Ethan. Ethan and I have been married for about 8 years now. I'm 33, he's 32. We met when we were fresh out of high school, both wide-eyed and pretending to be grown adults in our first year of college. No kids, thankfully. Thank God for that. Because if there were little ones involved in this mess I made, I think the guilt would have drowned me alive. It's already bad enough explaining this to myself in the mirror. I can't imagine having to explain it to a child. How I tore the family apart. How I blew everything up for what? Nostalgia? Ethan isn't some raging asshole. He never hit me, never cheated, never screamed at me, nothing like that. He's actually a really good guy. Stable, kind, patient. Sweet in that old school milk and cookies, you left the lights on again kind of way. He wanted a quiet life, a family, the white picket fence, the Disney vacations, that whole dreamy suburban fantasy people love to romanticize. And I thought I wanted that too. I mean, I did want it. I still do. In some ways. But Ethan was also boring. I know that sounds awful, but it's the truth. He was predictable in the way oatmeal is predictable. You know exactly what you're going to get every morning. It fills you, it sustains you, it's even good for you. But damn, sometimes you just want bacon, you know? And look, I know what you're thinking. What the fuck is wrong with that? What's wrong with stability? With a man who wants to build a life with you and shows up every single day without fail? Absolutely nothing. Nothing is wrong with it. In fact, that was exactly why I chose him. That was the whole point. After my ex, I was done with chaos, done with games. I was craving something safe. I thought I needed to reset my entire life compass, and Ethan was that safe harbor. We met in college, first year. Like I said, I had just gotten out of a relationship with Dylan, my high school boyfriend, the chaos machine, the walking heartache, my first real love. And if you've ever had one of those, you know what I mean. That first love is like a drug. No one prepares you for how long that high can last, even after the person's gone. The ones you swear you're over. But every few months you're still stalking their socials, squinting through your screen to see if they've gained weight or gotten married or, God forbid, look hotter than ever. You try to convince yourself you're just curious, but deep down, you know, you're not over it. So yeah, Dylan. He was the fire I couldn't put out. We dated all through high school. He was wild, magnetic, the kind of guy who knew exactly how to pull you in and then disappear just long enough to make you crave him again. He had this way of making you feel like you were the center of his entire universe. Until he got bored. But I didn't care. I was 16 and dumb and stupidly in love, or obsessed, or trauma bonded, whatever you want to call it. I loved him with every bone in my body. He was my first everything. First kiss, first I love you, first time, first heartbreak. And now that I'm older and looking back with actual hindsight instead of rose-colored glasses, I can admit that he probably didn't love me the way I loved him. Honestly, he might have just loved how I was always there, always available, always easy to manipulate. I was young, naive, and full of dreams about marrying my high school sweetheart and naming our kids after song lyrics. You know, delusional teenager stuff. I was at his beck and call. He said jump, I said how high. He ignored my texts. I apologized. He flirted with other girls. I forgave him. I made excuses for him like it was my part-time job. Because he was Dylan. because I was addicted to the feeling of being wanted, even if it came with a gut punch of anxiety every damn day. I probably wouldn't have even broken things off with Dylan back then if I hadn't finally opened my eyes and realized just how fucking unserious he was. Like, truly, I was blind in love, head over heels, ready to plan my future around a guy who couldn't even plan a goddamn weekend. It started becoming really obvious in our last year of high school, when everyone's doing college applications, talking about majors, SAT scores, scholarships. The future becomes this real thing instead of just some abstract idea. And there was Dylan, sitting on my bed with that stupid smirk, saying he didn't want to go to college. At first, I laughed. I literally thought he was joking, like, haha, Dylan, very funny. But nope, he meant it. He looked me dead in the face and said, "College isn't for me." I kept waiting for a follow-up, like maybe he had some dream or plan or even a clue, but nothing. He just kept repeating it like a damn mantra. College isn't for me. Okay, fine. Not everyone wants to go to college. I tried to be open-minded. Maybe he wanted to do something else. Trade school, start a business, learn coding, welding, photography. Shit, anything? Nope, nothing. He didn't want to do that either. He didn't want to learn a trade. He didn't want to work some entry-level job and climb up. He didn't want to move to a new city. He didn't want anything. He literally just wanted to stay home, smoke weed, vibe, and complain about how everyone else was a sheep for chasing stability. Like, what the actual fuck? It hit me hard. I remember sitting there looking at this guy I had loved for years and thinking, oh my God, I can't build a life with this person. I mean, what was the plan? Just chill in his parents' basement until his 40s? Play Xbox and lecture me about how the system was broken while I worked 2 jobs to support us? That's when it started to click for me. Dylan wasn't serious. Not about me, not about life, not about the future. His whole vibe was rebellion without direction, and I was done playing therapist to his potential. And the truth? Dylan's plans didn't align with mine. Because Dylan didn't have plans. I wanted a family. I wanted something stable. I wanted love that didn't feel like a goddamn roller coaster with no brakes. And Dylan was chaos. So I cut it off, right before college, literally weeks before classes started. It was the hardest decision of my teenage life, and it ripped my heart in half. But I knew I had to do it. That's when Ethan came in. He was the total opposite of Dylan. If Dylan was fire, Ethan was calm water. Predictable, safe, solid. A guy who didn't just talk about love, he showed it. Ethan was the kind of man who showed up on time, who texted back, who made plans and followed through. He didn't give me butterflies that made me sick to my stomach. Instead, he gave me peace. And after the chaos I had lived in with Dylan, peace felt like a fucking miracle. We started dating freshman year of college and stayed together all through it. By the time we were 25, Ethan was already so stable it made my head spin. No student loans, no messy finances, no emotional baggage, no dramatic past. The guy had bought a house, paid off 2 cars, and was already looking at long-term investments, while I was still figuring out how to budget without overdrafting. He proposed. I said yes. Why wouldn't I? He was everything I thought I needed. We got married. We built a life together. And for 8 years, it worked. At least it looked like it worked. To everyone else, we were the perfect couple. Good jobs, nice home, no drama. We even talked about having kids one day. We were that couple other people said they looked up to. And then I fucked it all up. I chose to fuck it all up. No one forced me. No one tricked me. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't lonely. I wasn't in some moment of weakness during a fight. No. This wasn't some one-time mistake. This was years of betrayal. This was me carrying on an affair. Not a one-night stand. Not a lapse in judgment. An actual, long, drawn-out, messy-as-hell affair with Dylan. Yep, Dylan. The same guy who didn't want to go to college. The guy I swore I was done with. The guy who had already proven to me once that he wasn't the kind of person I could build a future with. The whole fucking thing wasn't even supposed to last that long. It really wasn't. It wasn't supposed to go on for years. I never planned that. I didn't sit there like some evil mastermind thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to drag this out for years behind my husband's back. Hell no, it just spiraled. I lost control. And yeah, I know. Talk is cheap. Sorry doesn't mean shit when you've already blown up someone's life, but I am sorry. I'm so fucking sorry, if that counts for anything. I know it probably doesn't. Not to Ethan, not after what I did, but it's still the truth. It started so small, harmless even, And then it grew claws and sunk in deep. The problem is, I got cocky, real cocky, because Ethan trusted me too much. That man had so much faith in me that I started believing I could do whatever the fuck I wanted and get away with it. I felt untouchable. And once you start thinking that way, you get sloppy. And I did. I got so sloppy. And then I got caught. This entire thing is my fault. I'm not even here trying to tell some sob story or twist it around like I'm the victim or like I had no choice or whatever bullshit cheaters love to say. I had a choice. I made the wrong fucking one repeatedly. I'm not going to sit here and pretend this wasn't me 100%. It was. So, how the fuck did Dylan even come back into the picture? It was 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 fucking years. That's how long this has been going on. It was at a wedding. Of course it was a fucking wedding. One of our old high school friends was getting married and really wanted me there. I wasn't even in the mood to go, honestly. I almost bailed last minute. But something, and let's be real, it was probably the dumbass in me hoping to maybe see Dylan, made me go. I told myself it was just to support a friend. But deep down, yeah, I was curious. It had been years. I hadn't seen him since high school. He barely posted online. I didn't plan to talk to him. I didn't plan anything. But of course, there he was. Looking older, sure, but still so Dylan. And I guess that old familiarity hit me harder than I expected. We did the usual small talk. Wow, it's been forever. What have you been up to? You know how it goes. And then we exchanged numbers. I could have walked away then. I should have walked away then. But I didn't. I told myself it was innocent, just catching up, just two people from the same past reconnecting. I didn't tell Ethan, didn't even mention that Dylan had been at the wedding. And that should have been my first red flag, right? I mean, if I had nothing to hide, why didn't I say anything? Because I fucking knew. We started texting after that, steadily, every day. Morning, afternoon, night, and again I kept telling myself lies like, oh, we're just catching up. It's normal to talk a lot at first. We haven't spoken in years. There's so much to talk about. Then he invited me out to dinner. And yeah, I said yes, because we were just catching up. Even though I didn't tell Ethan. Even though I knew damn well what I was doing. Even though I had that tiny voice in my head screaming, what the fuck are you doing? I ignored it. I shut that voice out, told myself to calm down. It's just dinner. Nothing's going to happen. I've changed. Dylan's changed. We're adults now. And maybe that was the moment I fully crossed the line. Not physically, not yet. But emotionally, yeah, that was the moment. Because I knew I wasn't just going out to dinner. I was sliding back into something I had walked away from years ago. And I was doing it willingly, and once that door was open, I didn't close it. I walked through it like it was nothing. That dinner? Yeah, that shit flipped the script real fast, like blink of an eye fast. And before I could even snap my damn fingers and say Jack, we were wrapped up in a full-blown affair. Just like that. It went from, it's just dinner, to, it's just one kiss, to, well, fuck me, now we're doing this regularly. And I'll be real with you. I was guilty as hell at first, like sick to my stomach kind of guilty. That kind of guilt that sits in your chest like a fucking rock. Every time I left Dylan's place or he left mine, I'd be on the verge of spiraling. I'd look at myself in the mirror like, what the fuck are you even doing? And I kept telling myself, okay, next time I see him, I'll end it. I'll just cut it off clean and be done with it. This isn't right. I'm not this person. I love Ethan. I love my husband. I told myself that over and over again, every time I got in the car after seeing Dylan, every time I stared at my phone, waiting for a message from Dylan and hating that I was even doing that. I told myself next time, but I never did. I never ended it. And why? I don't even fucking know. Maybe because I'm stupid. Maybe because I'm weak. Or maybe because part of me didn't want to end it, and I didn't want to admit that to myself. That's the part that stings the most. It just spiraled, out of control, fast. The guilt stayed at first. It followed me like a shadow. I'd think about it constantly. I'd worry Ethan would find out. I'd have these full-blown anxiety spirals over what would happen if he did. I'd picture the look on his face if he ever saw my texts. And still, I did nothing. And then at some point, it's like I stopped thinking about it. I just brushed it to the back of my mind. I tucked the guilt away in a mental box labeled "Deal with later" and slammed the fucking lid shut. Because Ethan, he trusted me. He really fucking trusted me. Ethan isn't the type to check phones. He's not paranoid. He doesn't ask questions. If I told him I was out with a friend or running errands or working late, he believed me. No hesitation, no suspicion. He gave his trust to me completely. No strings, no conditions. And what did I do? I took that trust and I fucking abused it. At first, I thought the guilt was the worst part. But honestly, the fact that I got used to the guilt, that I adjusted to it, that's worse. That's the scariest shit. That I got to a point where I could lie to Ethan, look him in the eye, eat dinner with him, sleep next to him, and just live like nothing was wrong. That's what haunts me now. Eventually, I stopped even entertaining the idea of telling him, because the affair had gone on too long, because it had gone way past something I could just confess and ask forgiveness for. I buried myself so deep I didn't even know where to start, and I didn't want to cut Dylan off either. Not because I loved him anymore. He was unpredictable. He was the kind of guy who'd absolutely blow everything up if he got dumped. I knew that about him. I knew the second I tried to walk away, he'd be the type to text Ethan, email him receipts, whatever the hell it took to make me pay for leaving. And still, I got involved. I let him back into my life knowing exactly what kind of person he was. Of course, the thing was bound to collapse. I mean, you can only avoid shit for so long before it finally comes crashing down on your head like a ton of bricks. You can only lie and sneak and pretend for so long until the truth kicks the damn door open like the Kool-Aid man. And for me, yeah, the cat got out of the fucking bag after 4 fucking years, 4 years of deceit, 4 years of playing this double life and thinking I had it under control. Spoiler alert, I fucking didn't. And obviously I had gotten sloppy, so fucking sloppy. I mean, I wasn't even trying anymore. At first I was careful, scared even, paranoid, deleting texts, covering tracks, making sure things didn't look suspicious. But with time, I got lazy. I started believing in the illusion that I could keep it hidden forever. Dumbass move. Ethan was always the kind of guy that trusted without question. He didn't pry, didn't snoop, didn't question where I was or who I was with. He believed me, completely, blindly, and I used that trust like a shield to keep doing what I was doing. He knew my passcode. That's how chill and trusting he was. I didn't even think twice about it. I wasn't deleting messages anymore. At some point, I think I just forgot to care. I got way too comfortable in my mess. And then one night, he checked my phone, just like that. No warning, no dramatic confrontation, just Ethan being quiet and methodical like always. He went through everything, collected receipts like a fucking detective, built a whole damn case file. I didn't even know he knew. I didn't suspect a thing. He didn't ask questions, didn't start acting different, didn't even hint that he was onto me. He just let me rot in my own stupidity. And when he was ready, he didn't yell, he didn't cry. He broadcasted it. That's right, he sent it out. I woke up one morning and my phone was blowing the fuck up. I mean, blowing up. Messages, missed calls, notifications stacked like bricks. My heart dropped instantly. And that's when I saw it. He had forwarded everything to every single person in my life. Family, friends, co-workers, old classmates, everybody. My inbox looked like a war zone. He didn't even say a word to me directly. Didn't nudge me awake in bed and whisper, "You fucking liar." Nope. He went nuclear. He went scorched earth. And shit got real. Fast. Like life imploding in front of your eyes kind of fast. My parents? Furious. My mom called me sobbing like I had died. Asked me how I could do this to a man who loved me so much. I couldn't even respond. I just stood there, staring at the screen, feeling like my insides had been hollowed out. My dad? Kept on texting me about how he was disappointed and how stupid I was. I didn't reply. I couldn't. Because what the fuck was I going to say? Oh, sorry, Dad. I cheated on my husband for 4 years because I was bored? Because I was lonely? Because I'm a fucking idiot? There's no excuse that makes that okay, so I didn't say shit. I just shut up and took it, because I deserved it. My siblings blocked me, just straight up ghosted me like I died. My coworkers won't even look at me. I show up to work and it's like I don't exist. I mean, Ethan sent that shit to everyone. Like, I'm talking my boss saw that email thread. People at work are whispering, avoiding eye contact. I don't even eat lunch in the break room anymore. I just hide. I feel like a fucking ghost. And yeah, I've thought about quitting. Honestly, I probably will quit. I can't keep going in there every day pretending like everything's fine when it's not. It's humiliating and lonely. So damn lonely. Because it's not just work. It's everyone. Friends I've had for years blocked me or stopped replying. My phone has never been quieter. I check it compulsively now, not hoping for messages, but half hoping it'll just explode and take me with it. His family? Oh, they unloaded. I got the nastiest texts you could imagine, and I read every single one. I didn't delete a thing, because I should feel every ounce of this shame. I earned it. Ethan didn't want to fix things, and honestly, I don't fucking blame him. I don't even know how he looked me in the eye during our last conversation. He didn't yell. He didn't break anything. He didn't cry. He sat there, calm as hell, and said, "I've contacted a lawyer. You'll get the papers soon. Please move out." Like he was reading off a grocery list like I was nothing, and that hurt even more than if he had screamed in my face, because it was like I wasn't even worth his rage. I was just done. Gone. And Dylan? Oh my God, don't get me started on that pathetic coward. The moment Ethan made the affair public, Dylan sent me a dry-ass, "this is over" text and blocked me immediately. After 4 years, after everything. Just a one-liner and poof. Gone, no explanation, no support, no nothing, just poof. He ghosted me like I was nothing, and maybe I was. So I packed my shit and left the house. Ethan's house. I had nowhere to go. My parents wouldn't take me in, my siblings cut me off, my friends ghosted me. I couldn't crash at anyone's place because no one would even look at me. So yeah, I got a hotel room. And that's where I'm writing this now. In this stupid little room, with this stupid little lamp, and the mini shampoo bottles lined up like a joke. I'm sitting on this bed I don't recognize, in a life I don't recognize, thinking about how the fuck I got here. I don't know what happens next. I don't even know who I am anymore. And yeah, I know that sounds poetic or whatever, but it's the fucking truth. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it or paint myself as some misunderstood tragic figure. I'm not. I'm just a woman who completely and royally fucked up her life. My marriage imploded right in front of my eyes like a building rigged with dynamite. And guess who lit the fuse? Me. I did. With my own damn hands. I'm getting divorced. I'm going through the slow, humiliating process of legally detaching myself from the man who trusted me more than anyone ever should have. And honestly, that trust? I didn't deserve it. Not even a little. Everyone I ever gave a shit about has left me. My friends, my family, my siblings, co-workers. Hell, even the girl at my favorite coffee place doesn't look at me the same. And that's not even me being dramatic. That's just the reality when your dirty laundry gets hung up for the whole damn world to see. And the worst part? I can't even sit here and be mad at them for leaving, because I was the one who detonated the whole thing. There's no scapegoat here. There's no second party to blame. Well, apart from that pathetic bastard Ethan, that gutless coward can rot. But even then, I was the one who invited him into my life. I was the one who let it go on. I let it get to 4 fucking years. So no matter how much I want to spit on his name and blame his disappearing act, the truth is, I'm the one who opened the damn door and told him to come in and make himself comfortable. And now I'm utterly alone. No dramatic violins playing. No soft rain on the window. Just silence. Just me. In a hotel room that still smells like cleaning chemicals. Laying on a bed that doesn't belong to me. Surrounded by nothing but the consequences of my actions. And maybe that's why I'm writing this. Because I've got no one else left to talk to. Maybe some random stranger on the internet will understand. Or maybe not. Maybe you'll read this and shake your head. Maybe you'll think I'm the worst kind of woman there is. And, yeah, maybe that's fair. You want to call me a piece of shit? A selfish, impulsive, manipulative bitch? Fucking go for it. I won't argue. I don't even have the energy to pretend I'm not. I mean, what would be the point? I'm not some victim here. I'm not asking for pity or redemption. I'm just being honest. For once. I messed up. I lied. I cheated. I thought I could get away with it forever. That I was smart enough, careful enough, that maybe I deserved to have my cake and eat it too. I was so fucking wrong.